reason the MPP, when their issues come, I get so excited.
Why?
Yes, the reason being that, Caesar, history is repeating itself. 44 years ago, and when you add 4 plus 4, you get 8. And for some reason, next year will be 2024. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. History has repeated itself. 1979, there was some political party, a group from the UP stock. And we know in history what the UP has done in Ghana politics. A lot of dangerous things. Do you know that they started bombing when even Osama bin Laden was not born? So Osama bin Laden took inspiration from the UP tradition. And Nkrumah was bombed by this same group. And you see, blood is powerful. That same blood runs through them, their generation. Rawlings, may his soul rest in peace. In Cape Coast, I was there. And what he told us, I heard him. He said the MPP, they never change. They only change in name, but they never change in character or form. They keep coming back and back. And whenever they are given the state to manage, they loot, they steal, they kill, and all that. They will not be excited this morning. I'm not here to make them happy. I'm here to let Ghanaians know who they are. So today, Alan is gone. Before Alan left, when they went for the 26th of August super delegates elections, we heard that after they were 6, so there was a tie with 2 of them, Adenimo and Boakye Jaku. Why did Boakye Jaku leave the race? And what was the message he left for Ghanaians? He said the process is an errant one and he could not be part of it. Errant simply means misbehaving, moving aimlessly without a purpose, a sense of direction. That is how Boakye Jaku described the MPP today and their process. And Alan also left the race and said the whole thing, as he saw it, was skewed towards one person. They want one person to lead them, and for that matter, nobody should stand in their way. And that there's some variety of various forms of intimidation with high intensity. There's no end in sight. And he said blood was shed during that process. And we saw videos of his agent. Why was his agent eye nearly taken out of his stock? It is because today the MPP, the elite, who are supposed to know better, knowing that election is secret when it comes to voting, it's a secret process, and that there's a reason why EC will always provide a box that you go, a booth, you go into it, nobody is supposed to see what you are doing in there. After that, you fold it and drop it into that box. That is today transparent. But with the MPP, they are high class MPP. They went into the box as wise as they are, as they think they are, as they want Ghanaians to believe they are. After doing that, they come outside and show it to the world. You go into a booth, which is supposed to protect what you are doing. You come outside and you show it to a world that this is what I went to do in secret. Now it's no longer secret. And they were blocked. That this is against the rules of justice, the rules of everything, that we are supposed to have a choice by voting. This young man was beaten to a pulp and blood oozed from his eye and dropped on the soil. So I see this, that a lot of blood has been shed already. We all know what happened 2020. 8 people, their blood is crying for justice. Who is listening?
What bearing has it got on Alan's breakaway?
So I get to that point. As intelligent as you are, you have asked a very important question. Nature is fighting the MPP. This, it will take only spiritual people to understand. If you are carnal,
it is not Alan that is fighting the MPP.
If you are carnal, I have no problem with you. I came to speak with those who understand spiritual things. Nature is fighting the MPP. Nature is fighting the MPP.
Okay.
And it will deal with them mercilessly. And nobody has ever fought with nature and won. Nature always comes out victorious.
It's Alan that has resigned from the party.
You see, it's a process that will manifest in the physical for the carnal mind to understand.
Okay.
Caesar, Alan has broken away from the party and he has formed a movement called Movement of Change. And his logo is the butterfly.
Yeah, Afafranto.
Which is an animal. The elephant is an animal. What is this with the MPP that they love animals so much? In fact, Ghanaians must respect them. They are animal rights. So if they are passionate and they love animals, in tree, one will say, "Moasem." Is my tree okay?
It's very wrong.
Okay. When you get your time, you correct me. I'm not a tree person. You must appreciate. Caesar, every human being has a personal interest.
Okay.
Most of the time, the personal interest of people serves others and brings about their development, their success, and their well-being. Dr. Osagyefo Nkrumah had a personal interest. His personal interest brought Ghana our independence.
Okay.
He said the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked with the total liberation of the African continent.
Yeah.
So by so doing, that torch, that fire was lit and it ran through. Today, Africa, all our nations are free to govern themselves. As to why, whether they've managed themselves well, that is also a matter to be discussed.
Okay.
But today, Alan leaving the NPP, what does the NDC stand to gain?
Yeah.
What does Alan himself stand to gain for himself? What does the MPP stand to lose? These are the 3 things that I would like to end with. The first one, what does the NDC stand to gain?
Tell us.
Let me start with Alan himself.
Okay.
I'll come to the NDC and I will deal with the MPP.
Okay.
I'll deal with them.
Okay.
Caesar, Alan, over the years, this is not his first time of leaving the MPP.
Yeah.
On Monday, he mentioned it. Initially, when some of us, students of politics, mentioned it, some of even Alan's boys will say he never left. Opoman, he will go rant and say he never left. Alan himself said it, that he left. But some elders of the party came to him and they had a discussion and he came back. Now he has left the MPP for good. The reason being that he's not happy with what is going on today. For Alan, he said some unscrupulous people have hijacked the MPP. Unscrupulous. Do you want us to find the meaning of it?
Well,
I'm a student, you see.
We understand.
You understand. Your listeners, they are intellectuals.
Some would like to say rogues.
Yes, rogues.
Dr. Mwakuba says rascals.
Rascals. Give me more adjectives. Give me more to describe the MPP leadership today.
But is it true?
It is
That's
true.
what he's saying. But
It is true. The evidence is clear that Alan has left because of those people.
Okay, you have 4 minutes more.
Caesar, Alan, his target is the youth. He's targeting the youth.
Yeah.
There are a section of our youth who are not happy with what is going on now.
Yeah.
And who have been brainwashed.
Kennedy's target is also the youth.
Yes. The NDC, our target is also the youth.
Okay.
So the youth is under siege.
Okay.
And which political party will win this? the majority of the youth.